Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Tabletop Gaming. We're back with some more Dungeons and Dragons. Last time we left off, Thorn was being embarrassed and we were all laughing at his expense.
Not all of us, but yeah.
Did someone just come back?
Of a fae.
I did. Well, I mean, I was here, I was just muted. Yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, you managed to find yourself back at Foragin's place of origin.
Woo!
A Thorigin, if you will.
And we were heading to the workshop.
And you met a couple of people that remember who he is.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot
story.
of conflicting stories
So
of
I
what
hope,
happened
Josh,
that night.
I hope you remember all those names you came up with.
Ha ha.
I wrote them all down in my sheet, which were open. I never gave the lady in the manor a name, by the way. The Duchess.
Yeah, so...
Oh, I hate you. Why are you doing that to me? Why?
Her name is Manoir.
No, Kaya's putting me on the spot.
Oh,
going,
shit, I get
"You're gonna
that.
have to name her." I wish you would have asked me this 2 weeks ago.
You put something in your backstory. You should have done it a long time ago. Never mind 2 weeks. So, yes, you met a various variety of people from your childhood days. You have heard the story that they all know, and you have decided that you are going to head off towards the manor.
Go deal with Daddy Dearest, who happens to be there right now. After the innkeeper threatened to take my head off.
Yeah, but which one?
Why was that again?
That was last session. Gunther told me I had to fix the problem.
Oh.
You don't remember what you said last session?
Yeah,
Lucy.
that you had to fix the problem or he would fix you.
So,
Yeah, more or less.
one reason is because Thor did it with his daughter.
You guys don't know what happened because I am not making up a story for that.
We
Yes,
know.
It is implied.
I've made up a story for that.
Yeah, it has now been implied.
Implied.
No, applied.
Implied, apply.
Doesn't matter. We are currently have been directed that you are going the wrong way.
Yeah, I have to go up to the manor on the hill now.
Cayenne is just slowly holding up Thor in Lucky Simba.
Thorin is just... Cayenne didn't have time to grab Thorin. Thorin is just like... Peace! And like, fast walked right past Cayenne with a look of absolute terror on his face.
I think my character was still shopping.
No.
No, at this point.
No, we got done shopping.
Okay.
Yeah.
We never established that I returned, though.
Yeah, you did. Because you rolled an insight into Thorin's behavior, because I literally was like...
That insight was for something else.
No, that was Thorin or Thistle.
Anyway.
Okay.
Point
Anyways,
is, the group is together.
Yeah. I'm not fighting that.
And we're heading to the workshop.
no. Thistle told us that Thorin was going the wrong way, which is why Kai and said, "Thorin, wait, hold up," and then picked him up and then turned him around to the manor.
I guess we're going that way. He just follows after Cayenne, just hefting Thorin like he's a sack of potatoes.
All you hear from Thorin, put me down, darn it, you darn woman. I can walk on my own 2 feet, damn it. I don't
Yeah, well,
need to look any more incapable.
All I did was turn you around. She puts him down.
Oh, you're a sailor then.
Thorin gives Otto the death stare right now. He is
Please.
like not in the mood.
Please don't remind me of the boat.
All you see now is Thorin just like take off, literally trundle off as fast as his legs will carry him. He is not waiting for anybody.
Oh, I was gonna ask him if he wanted me to be sneaky, but okay. She just
Yeah, I
follows
thought
along.
you wanted to be sneaky for some reason.
Who's saying this? Thistle?
No, I am, because the last thing you stated when it's like you accused me of not remembering things. I remember you saying it's all like you're gonna be
I did
sneaky
not
about
say I
it.
was gonna sneak. I said I was going right there. After Gunther threatened. Sorry, not threatened. Warned Thorin of what was gonna happen if he didn't go see his father. And you know what? I am okay. Oh dear. Kai, I do need a list of cities to make this work. Because I don't want her to just be from the area. Because she's clearly not originally.
Woman.
It doesn't matter at this point. We don't need to do that. We just need you to walk down the street.
There.
Stepping on the beach.
I will think of a last name later.
Lady of Theodora.
Oh, it's supposed to be Lady Theodora. Oops.
I was about to say, it's like the elf seems a bit off.
Lady.
Let's have a look.
Because she's a duchess. She's a noblewoman. I just need
Lady
a city.
Theodora.
Lady Theodora. Last name will have to wait. I'll figure that out later. She's a duchess of a nobility, but she's from an area, so I need a city to make that.
No, you don't need a city in that right now. You need to just get on with what you're doing right now.
Yes. Thank you.
Stop trying to do stuff that you can do out of game, in game.
Yeah. Well, Thorin is going to keep going and just. Oops. What the? Oh. Thanks, Antivirus, for opening over my campaign. Thorin is going to. Fuck off. Thorin is going to trundle along and gesture over his head. Move it! He's here! In the manor up there. And he points at the manor at the top of the hill.
Wow.
You
Cayenne
don't
looks
have to shout.
Cayenne looks at herself and then looks at the crocodile head. She
All you hear
runs
from
inside the
Thorin-
inn. She runs inside the inn. I need a room. I need to not have this right now.
Vessel looks at you rather like unsure of how to react to this.
Is the owner here?
Leave it
No.
there. We will figure something out later.
Okay. She'll just go and like put it in the corner. Like snout pointing towards the middle of the room.
I love this. Thorin is just like running away, and Thistle's just like, move it.
Cayenne is then going to catch up.
Okay.
What does
So-
Otto do in the middle of all this, by the way?
Oh, I'm just sitting back and grinning from ear to ear, just enjoying life as it comes flying at your face.
Well, there's nothing for it. Better follow the road at least. Wow, I can't even do that. Thorin is gonna keep going, and he is.
Okay, so you head up the road. You head past the sleeping giant.
Oh hell, I'm. Do I hear anything from like any of the surrounding buildings or see anybody on the way up the road?
There's one or two people heading to and from places, but
Nobody I recognize.
I don't know. You want to name somebody else?
No.
Fill up top.
I can.
You
it
head
makes
down
the
the
life-
road, passing by the few people heading in and out wherever they're going. There's a few houses down here. There's a sleeping giant that you've passed. You've got your motley crew behind you, I guess.
Yeah.
Random bunch of.
No. Get rid of Num.
That's a big nom.
Yeah, I can't.
Dude.
I can't see the road for this moment.
Can we not play stupid?
Nope, Cayenne is literally having him sneak around the side.
So you're not even at the building yet, but okay.
When we do get close enough. Thank you.
Yeah, I still don't get why you can't resize your own damn building.
Neither do I.
So you head up the hill towards the manor.
Thorin kind of pauses at this point, is kind of staring at the manor. He's not sure what he's gonna do when he gets there, because there's only one lady that he can think of that could be involved.
Walks up. Otto walks up to his back, seeing that him pause, kind of wanting to get this on a show on the road, and just walks up on his left and gives him a hearty slap on his back, and go, "So, what are we waiting for?"
I must concur. It would only be delaying the inevitable. Might as well.
Thorin just looks up at Otto. You're gonna stay outside while the fireworks go off. You're not allowed in the house.
Will not.
You will do what I'm asking, because the lot of you are going to stay outside.
What?
This is between me and my father. I will give us a signal if I need your help.
As
Do not make this worse.
as Cayenne is pulling out Nom. Do you want to take Nom with you?
I look at the flask. Thorin takes it out of Cayenne's hand with such swiftness it shocks Cayenne. He stuffs the flask in his vest.
Great, we have an inside man in case shenanigans happen, and I can talk to my familiar. Here.
Inside man.
We have an inside man in case shenanigans happen.
I mean, you
Goes
could
inside.
have two inside men.
Would you mind if I at least maintain a mind link with you while you're inside? Just so you can give me
Fine.
a mental signal.
I could
I-
also
I
pretend to
point
be
at-
your familiar.
I just look at Otto. You have made enough of a fool of me today.
I didn't make a
No.
fool of you at all. You did that all on your own.
Thorin is just staring at Otto. No. You do not
Thorin.
want to be in that house with me anyways, as it might be worse than the vampire we ran into earlier. Are you sure you want to be sweating and shitting bricks in the house?
Are you sure you want to be doing that alone?
Yes,
Okay.
because then I don't have to worry about you doing something dumb.
Question: did you say her name out loud?
No.
He
Thorin's gonna
just said
proceed.
vampire.
No, we know the
Anyway.
we know the vampire's name. I'm asking about Lady Theodora.
No, I have not.
In the
what's
in,
her
Thorin.
What
Hang on.
even is her name?
in response to dumb decisions, Otto retorts, "Oh yes, says the one who ate the blinding mushrooms."
Thorin raises an eyebrow.
Oh,
That was a long
Lady
time ago.
Theodora would have her skewered by her personal mercenary for so much as giggling, good sir.
Oh, Kai,
You
do
cannot
I know
keep
that
a
name?
straight face.
I know how to keep myself together. Goodness.
Not in this
Thorin.
town, you don't.
Thorin.
You
Yes.
were among friends.
Mm.
You
At
could.
least let one of us accompany you. Glances at Otto. Probably one who can keep themselves proper.
I immediately look at Cayenne. Point. She will accompany me then, as she at least knows proper courtesy and manners and how to address someone of nobility already.
That is a
And
fair
will,
point.
will keep me in check from making any stupid mistakes. Well,
Cayenne, thinking back about anyone she's met her in being married to a duke, gets in her. Is Kai? Can I roll a history in case, for whatever reason, this woman was there?
You can roll a history.
Remind me again, does everybody know my backstory?
No.
no.
Okay.
No, you
Nope.
haven't shared it with anyone.
We just know you're a hermit.
Fair. Alright.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, I'll get to you later.
No, that's fine, it's fine. Otto's just gonna darken his eyes and, like, walk off.
Thorin is worried about etiquette, something Otto has proven again and again he does not
He
care.
does have. He's just amused because of what the situation occurs here.
Anyway,
Don't assume. Anyway.
Right, can we stop assuming and jumping in on each other? And Cayenne, as far as you know, remember that you don't know this noble name.
Great. Can I get another one when I see her face?
Possibly.
Great. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Are you a believer?
Zoho sees Otto storm off and he just rubs his. This conversation could have gone better. Alright, you two. I must only ask that you two be careful in there. Signal us when you're in trouble. I will be there as soon as I can, and Otto will be there as soon as he can.
Otto's not going far.
Just-
He's just going off to, like, sit on a nearby bench or something. He knows better
You
than
have
to
to go
peace
up.
out.
Just sitting. I just see him sitting there pouting.
Not pouting, just upset because his friends don't really know him very well.
and
Well,
Ca-
yeah.
and Cayenne, while going through her bag, damn it, I didn't actually bring it.
Bring what?
Well, I told you while I was married to a duke, I had at least one outfit.
Oh dear.
I don't have that. I have costumes now.
Let's get on with this. At least you know your etiquette.
You're
I
still
don't-
big, Cayenne, right?
No, she turned into her actual portrait. Like what she looked like as a human.
It's not after dropping off the.
Yes.
Just merely state that you're incognito, and you'll be fine. Hopefully, I'm not sure. Just be careful.
I'm going to try. Shall we? Thorin starts up at the path at a less brisk pace. He is not looking forward to this. He proceeds to the door with Cayenne in tow and
A
knocks.
million and one clicks.
Yeah.
Zaho goes to where Otto is sitting and just merely stands next to him, keeping an eye out on the road leading down into the village.
Hang on.
Do you cast the mind link
Right,
before
hang on,
I walk
okay.
off?
He offered, you didn't say yes or no.
I said yes.
Okay, so just
Then you just hear Zaho
Like I
smile
finish.
creep in. Remember, signal me the moment you are in trouble, and not a minute after.
You get a thumbs up image from Thorin.
Should I zoom in? Because I'm still at like the map screen.
Yeah. Our tokens are really tiny.
you can if you want.
They are tiny.
They're only
That's-
rough representation.
No, I know, I get it. I'm just
I
maybe I
just
should.
put them there so I remember that you've split up a bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit on the manor. Oh, that's as far as I can go. Okay.
Okay, what were you gonna say, Kai?
I just put the tokens there so I know which group's which.
Yep.
So, you head up to the manor door.
Oh, fuck's sakes, Faye. Okay. All you hear Thorin do is knock with the back of his hand with quite a bit of force on the door 3 times. Bang, bang, bang. It is a big manor.
So, quite forcefully then.
Yes, so that if anybody in the house is at the opposite end of the house, they'll hear it.
The door rattles as you rack the back of your hand against it, and you hear the knock kind of like rattle through the house. Manor. Gotta remember it's a bigger house now, it's a manor.
Mana.
Yeah.
And there's no response.
Is there a knocker on the door, per se?
Yes.
Thorin is going to use that 3 times.
You hear the metal as it clangs against on the door echo back into the house. A few moments pass. There is no answer.
Do I hear anything coming from inside the house?
Make a perception.
Oh, fuck. I get the feeling I know what I'm
I shall
doing
make this
here.
as well. Bungo!
Oh, shit.
You do not hear anything.
Oh.
Hmm.
Thorin walks around to the corner of the house and peeks around the side of the house to see if he can see an activity. Any activity. Wow, I can't English. Do I see
You
anything?
peek in the nearest window.
Yes. Do I see anything?
As you turn to step over to the window, you notice the curtains move. They are drawn shut.
What time of day is it right now?
Approaching evening.
So still decently sunny.
Yeah, sunny enough. Hasn't gone down quite yet.
I'm gonna rap at the door again because I've seen the curtains move. I know there was someone in the house.
No,
I'm just
no,
thinking
no.
of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Hmm.
Anything?
Another minute passes. No response.
Okay, Thorin is not gonna peek around. He is going to go around this side of the house. He knows there's someone there and see if maybe there's another entrance.
Turns into the house from the front. Okay. As you walk along the side of the house, you notice that all the curtains are drawn.
I don't want to deal with another one.
I just realized what you're thinking.
Yeah, I hate you because if you do that to me right after the other one, oh man. Well, Thorin is gonna keep going around the manor. Because we
I
keep
understand.
saying house.
No, no, I did not want to get rid of that. I wanted to.
Oh, please tell me there's no guard dogs.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna throw you on the temporary map. This is why I needed a temporary map, just for
Oh,
some
God.
reference.
It's zoomed in too much. I can't see shit.
Hang on.
Oh god, that is
It's a weird shape. It's not quite what we need, but it will do the job.
that's really big.
Yeah, it's a really big map. Don't really need all of it. Just need this bit down here.
Holy shit.
So this is the door, and then you
Yeah, I went.
said you were
basically-
heading that way around.
Before you changed us over, I was almost around the house. Are you following Cayenne or no? Oh. Eh? That looks suspiciously like a workshop. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. I'm assuming all the windows are still closed.
Closed, cans drawn.
Ouch. And there's still lots of sunlight. I don't like it. I still don't like it. I don't care if I'm wrong. There's just something about it that makes, in my personal experience now, it just makes me very nervous. Thorin's gonna proceed around the corner. I'm assuming this is another door.
There's another door.
I feel like I should have just tried the front door to see if it was open. Oh well, too late now. Thorin tries the back door.
You rack your knuckles across the back door. Listening to the echo rebound within the house.
No answer.
No answer.
Is the door unlocked?
The door is locked.
Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me double check to see if I have something, because if I don't, I can't do this. I don't remember if I have any on me. Shit. It was in the Explorer's Pack. I can't remember now. No.
Give him back.
Thorin is just looking at Cayenne. Do you happen to have thieves' tools on you?
No, but I do have something that can fit through very small gaps, and I'd rather not enter a home without clothes.
I hand back over Nums.
Now, is there a wide enough gap in the door?
For a certain thing to squeeze through, yes.
Okay.
You gonna tell him to open the door?
Yes.
Okay. I really
You let noms loose. Let them slide under the door.
Holy crap! That's...
What does he see?
He sees a large open room with that fancy pants set of stairs that is 2 sets of stairs that leads up into one.
Okay, what's keeping the door
And
locked?
over to the left side of the staircase, there is another door. Actually, I can actually place these here. Cool.
Is that a patio? I can't tell.
And being in the second house if I'm on the right layer. Does that icon show for you? I think that puts an icon on there for you.
I don't see anything. Oh yeah, I see the door now.
Also, question, Tup, what map are you currently looking at?
Oh. I am looking at the manor map. Sorry. Am I supposed to be in the manor?
No, I just moved everyone over here while they're doing the thing.
Okay.
I don't see anything.
It's also very white.
Yes, because it's a last-minute attempt of finding something. There's no color or anything. It's just.
Oh, yeah, there's.
map.
Yeah, you have to put a door up to the left.
Yeah, so there's another door over there to the side.
What's
Obviously
keeping
the
this?
one where you're at.
Yeah, what's keeping this door locked?
Preferably a lock.
Well, there appears to be a lock, yeah. The kind of lock you find in a door.
Perhaps a bolt as well.
Just below one of the door handles.
Can he open the door? Unlocking it.
Urumia kind of, or Noms, or whichever name we're giving it now, right now.
Jill Valentine, the master of unlocking. I mean, what?
It reappears on this side of the door after squeezing through the lock hole.
So is the answer no?
Does not have the lock picking skills. But can get through the lock hole.
Thorin is.
As he kind of
going-
like squeezes out like a little worm.
Well, Thorin is going to keep going at this point and moving around the manor.
There was no sign of a key in the other side.
Hmm.
Can I
Well-
see them from where they are?
No,
Gone
not from
around
where
the
you are,
house.
because you're further down the hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is for the purposes of knowing what's going on stream-wise.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Sorry, I was zoomed
Hey,
in
it's a-
at first.
Yeah.
So,
Sees an entrance to a courtyard.
are you seeing noms again? Sending nom back in.
Yep.
What's the instructions?
Find anyone being quiet about it. So, taking the long way of just going up the wall.
Thorin reminds Cayenne, tell him not to eat them.
Don't eat people.
No. No.
Was
Sounds
that
real
enough?
sad.
Look, it should be a filled manor. You can probably find the pantry and eat something.
Well.
Just make sure no one sees you doing it.
Thorin's just chuckling as he's like walking away from this.
Okay, so your familiar starts just slowly making its way around the around the inside of the manor in search of food.
Yep.
Uh,
The ceiling.
you head around the back to like
That
the
was-
garden.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's walled off.
Yeah, it's walled off.
Thorin is gonna peek around the edge of the entrance to see if there's anybody there.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
He seems so determined, yet so hesitant every time.
And then we find the lady herself. I assume.
No, waiting for Thorin to actually react, rather than just like freezing up.
Thorin kind of sees her and he's just like. He steps out into the entrance and goes, "Ho there, the lady by the fountain."
Oh, there's Lady Python.
And Thorin blames me for not having any manners. Oh my goodness.
Word choices.
Okay. Well, if I'm given a second to think about it.
The lady
Yes,
is currently
please
sitting
rethink
on
your
the
statement.
bench.
Sorry. Hello there, the lady at the fountain. I beseech an audience with you.
The lady currently sitting down peers up from what she is doing.
Do I
And
recognize
glances.
the lady?
How far away are we?
50 feet. Oh, no, 75.
Roll a perception.
It's about to hurt my soul. Thanks, sheet. You're in the way. Don't fail me this time.
Okay. She is a well-dressed woman. Looks a bit older than what you remember, but not by much.
Oh dear, so it is the noble woman. Do I see anybody in the garden with her?
She appears to be alone.
Thorin doesn't trust that. She was never without that mercenary.
She gestures for you to come closer.
Thorin steps forward, not with a march, but with a respectful walk. Actually, no, I'm not gonna go that way. I am going to go that way because the It doesn't matter which way I go. If this guy's here, I'm totally screwed no matter what. He gestures for Cayenne to follow him.
Roll a history. And a perception. Because if you're all the way back there.
I'm so confused.
Oh. You do not recognize her, Faye. Cayenne does not recognize this woman. And why are you confused?
Oh, the dice rolls until Faye said at dinner.
She is sitting on the bench still, looking you up and down.
What is she currently doing on the bench?
Just sitting on the bench, looking
No
you up and
book.
down. Doesn't appear to have anything with her.
Thorin remembers enough about his etiquette to bow before the lady and properly introduce himself, despite the awkward situation. Hello there, my lady. I am Thorin Ironsbane of House Ironbane, and I had heard that my father had taken up residence here, working for the lady that lives in this manor. I was hoping to gain an audience with you so that I could perhaps meet him. It has been a long time, and recent interactions with the villagers tell me I need to speak to him.
There's a brief pause before she responds. Oh. You're the child.
Yes, my lady, I am.
And who is the other?
This is my friend and traveling companion, Cayenne. I let Cayenne do whatever she's gonna do to introduce herself.
Again, there's a brief pause before she actually answers. That name, where does it come from? It seems familiar.
I hope he's not fooled.
Pausing before speaking again. A town from the east. Does it have a name? You guys should know better by now.
Give me some credit. This is my first serious campaign. I haven't had to
Wait,
think
this is
about it.
serious? Oh, damn. No, I'm making Cayenne think of a name now. So while Cayenne thinks of a name, why are you here, child?
Addressing me or Cayenne? Be
You.
specific.
You.
As I said, I'm here to see my father. I
Yes,
heard
but
that he was in
why?
ambush.
Didn't you run away?
To address that very issue, it seems that, as far as some of the villagers are concerned, my honor is at stake due to this. And, well, I cannot show my face back again in town until after I've spoken to him. Such as it is. Well, the consequences, it seems, will be severe as far as some of them are concerned.
Pausing before speaking again. Consequences are quite severe. Indeed.
I'd like to insight into this lady and her slow responses. I have heard a yay or a nay here.
I'm waiting for you to roll.
Oh.
You can't just say, I'm gonna insight that and not roll.
Fair enough.
You pass it off to yourself that it may just be her age.
Honestly, the way she sounds kind of reminds me of Kojita from Legends Arceus.
Well, my lady, it still falls upon me to ask your permission to do so, as he is in your employ, and to do so, to go and see him now without asking your permission would be most discourteous and rude to you.
Indeed, we do own him. But we do not recall you being so courteous.
20 years is a long time, my lady. A long time to learn some etiquette and manners. At the very least.
So, did you decide to assist?
Do I know what she's talking about?
Remember your backstory?
Yeah. Oh dear. I would have to apologize to him first and see if he would let me, and then I would have to study what's been done first before I could even assist, which may take a while. It'd be most improper if I just jumped in without understanding what's going on. Also, not very good for getting results. Rather haphazard, to be honest.
Well, we have him working on what we agreed. 20 years ago?
Yes, my lady.
Legitimate question for you, Josh. Do you remember your own backstory?
Yes, he was
Okay.
working on a device that could, you know what? I'm not going to repeat it because...
Yeah, I'm just checking that you're not doing it's like...
No, I'm not flying by the seat of my pants here. No, I remember it, and I'm taking a quick look over it to make sure I have this right.
She wanted something your father was working on,
Yes, and he refused to part with it.
and now he is working on it for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yes, I remember. I don't remember if he ever actually finished it in it full. My father liked to tinker, but he didn't always tell me what he was building. Mostly because he wanted me to be original and do my own thing when I built something, rather than copy him.
He is working on that which is agreed.
Mm.
If you wish to help, may speed up the process, then maybe you can see him.
Thorin at this point is... I suppose I could do that. If nothing else, to make amends. Thorin looks at the lady, waits for her to speak.
You appear to have grown some.
Hmm. I will always be growing and learning, my lady. Till the day I die. Whenever that may be.
Hopefully not soon, if you tend to be of use.
Running away is not an option, and Thorin isn't. Well, I walked into the trap with both feet, and it's sprung shut. Oh, I know full well that I have stepped into it.
Get out of the golden suit, Purple Man.
Well, there's no running now. Thorin looks at Cayenne. It appears our travels are done for the time being, it would seem. Mayhaps you can return to town and enjoy yourself before finding another companion. He then turns around and looks at the lady. After you, my lady. My mind has been decided. Unless, of course, you would prefer I walk ahead of you.
Not immediately.
Thorin simply raises
We would
an
like to
eyebrow.
get to know your friend first.
Oh dear.
Where was it you were from?
Not getting out of it.
She always seems to pause before giving an answer. I believe we have friends there.
Oh boy.
I was loosely following the beginning of this conversation. He came to see his dad. What did she say in response?
Essentially, work for me
Okay.
if you want to talk to your dad.
All right.
With the additional subtle threat that kind of you don't do this, you're gonna die kind of deal.
Hmm.
Yeah. Basically, I walked into the manor and I shouldn't have, because now I'm not being allowed to leave. She's just being subtle.
Interesting.
Okay, mafia boss, got it. So I'm not seeing text.
Scroll down.
Oh, why am I scrolled up? What the hell? There we go.
Meanwhile, Zoho is still waiting.
I'm guessing you guys are kind of patiently waiting.
Yeah, just watching the road leading up to the manor.
This is to Zoho.
Do you travel a lot, Kyan?
That's Zoho's reply. Need help, as in you need mine and Otter's assistance.
Wow, I couldn't spell first.
You do know you could just say it out loud. This is like-
It's a mind link.
So,
I
doesn't
know,
have to be
but
But it's
text
between
link.
you two. It's just weird that, like, with you both being here, it's like.
I don't know. It just seemed oddly appropriate because it's the mind link.
Uh-huh. It doesn't make for entertaining video, though.
Zoho sighs and glances at Otto. Well, it would seem Thorin has gotten himself into trouble. Again,
No surprises there.
we are not to cause trouble ourselves.
Yes, I
him.
figured.
Shall we continue waiting out here?
I dare say we might be waiting for a while.
Indeed.
It might be good to maybe go back to town and not attract our attention near the front door, if that's the case.
You
But-
do raise a good point.
It might be up to
Although-
them.
My mind link does have a set range, though. I think. It doesn't carry very far over long distances. Good for infiltration, not so much for long distance communication. Plus, it has a limit. A duration, as it were. If memory serves, it only lasts about an hour?
Shite, this is not going to be over that quick. Well.
Well, you could tell us about your journeys. And tomorrow we would let you see your father. It is best not to interrupt him during work.
Fair enough. I understand that feeling all too well. Trying to think. Are you actually going to make me, like, regale here?
Not fully.
I'm saying
Yes.
this in a character, but...
And, like, traveling is more with Cayenne. Though you did travel together, so you could both fill this part in. While someone's there ferociously typing, "Why now? Why now?"
Thorin simply starts with the voyage to Carnell, traveling along the highways, or one of the main roads to get to Carnell, the festival, traveling with the merchants on the way out of town. And just kind of the general gist of it, to see what there is to see in different parts of the world, and maybe be inspired by the locals or something that he sees to invent something new that might help them or that might be beneficial, more so than what already exists. Yeah, he mentions about hearing about pirates at one point and the craziness of the world. Not that he knows much about those things. He'd rather avoid the trouble if he can.
Craziness of the world.
The stuff that we've
Oh.
come across, I suppose.
Well, I did say he can fill in random bits.
Yeah.
But mainly she's interested in Cayenne because Cayenne said she's from way over there. I'm just watching it come up. Cayenne is typing.
Cayenne is typing. Cayenne is typing.
Cayenne needs to eat faster.
Sounds like it.
I feel like it's one of those. Shit. I forgot how to describe it properly. I'm gonna be back in a minute. I gotta use the washroom.
Okay.
So how's it going down there at the bottom of the hill, guys?
Literally doing nothing
Heading
but
back
sitting
to
there.
town.
Yeah.
We were debating whether we should go or not, but decided against it.
Yeah.
Because we can't exactly stay in contact.
Yep.
What, you're not going to mention the going to the forests, the mountains, the down south and through the swamp? None of that? Literally the same as what Foreign just said. It's like, we went to Carnell, met some people. There was a festival there.
They're withholding information. They can't. From what I'm garnering, it doesn't. They can trust this woman. At least that's what I'm garnering as a player.
Yeah, but I've also got to check, like, help brief. Because if with all that, it's all, like, human, it does sound like there's some gaps there. Okay, so you'll mention, like, going to those areas, but not what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also guessing some of the obvious things to do with like traveling as the small group that you have.
Quack.
Huh. So this takes like so this will take like I want to say like an hour to like fill in the to give like a general gist of the story without adding too much details. So there's a bit of like back and forth. It's creepy how she pauses every time, like before like saying anything.
Can I?
You already tried inciting it, my guy.
Yeah, you already tried inside it.
All right. Different question. Can I perceive anybody around us? We've clearly been talking for a little while. Someone should have poked their head out by now.
Let's have a look what your passive perception is. Sorry. Nope. No one clearly comes out to interrupt or anything. All the curtains are drawn. Cayenne would notice that every now and again that one of the curtains will like briefly move. It must be good to travel with friends. To see these many places.
Oh.
Oh, that is a good thing. That is a good question. Where has Noms ended up in an hour?
Num's could have gone anywhere.
Roll an investigation for Noms. Yes.
His lowest stat.
Okay.
Oof.
So, things that Noms has come across in the past now. Noms has slowly been rolling, livering, hopping, various modes of slime movement through various rooms of the manor, Until eventually, they find a food store. And while they're in the food store, eating away, well, what little is there. I haven't even finished. Every now and again, Noms will see an unknown figure past the door. At quite regular intervals.
No description, no
The
nothing.
same figure every time.
Hmm.
Somebody is checking on something at regular intervals. That much is what they can make out. And that there is food here.
There is a regular watch. Lovely.
Lovely jubbly.
No.
Yes.
Is this just Numb's themes now?
Yes, that's been
This
established
has
for a
always
while
been
now.
the theme.
Yeah, this has kind of been going on for a while, man. Where have you
I
been?
had it muted because I was watching something with this open.
Bruh.
Well, I believe Noms was meant to be sneaky.
That was before we started, Terp. I just forgot.
And kind of went a roundabout way to get to where they are. And they probably encountered this figure once or twice while traveling, but the main thing to note is the regular back and forth, as if they're checking on something. So, during the hour that you give her the information that you do, and the odd pauses between every time you give her moments to speak, she seems quite interested in the group and the traveling. And the idea of the places that you've been. Until the sun starts to go down.
I'm sorry to intrude, my lady, but it is getting late.
Indeed. As we said, if you come back tomorrow, you may see him then. And begin your work.
Thorin bows in acknowledgement. I assume that we are to go around the house the long way again? Unless we are allowed to go at least through to the front door, so that we can leave more quickly.
You may leave the way you came.
Thorin bows. Then by your leave, my lady, I take my leave. Or actually, before I move, I wait for her acknowledgement before I move.
She gestures that you can leave.
Uh, j- Thorin just gestures to Cayenne to follow. As I'm assuming you can't move your token, should I just keep going until I peace out?
Well, you don't really need to move your token. I'm going to just go back to the other map. Maybe it was this one.
Hey, you got it right.
I will need Nom to make a stealth check.
Hmm.
No, just a regular one. Walking at half speed means you can use the first result over and over again instead of re-rolling all the time. I just need a general. So, how long does the mind link last?
An hour.
An hour. So, while you're there for an hour, Zoho, with the link, it takes them a little longer than that to actually return.
Hmm? He sees
Your
Thorin
mi-
returning. Did you find him?
You get Thorin puts a single finger to his lips, not to speak, and gestures with both hands, like shoo shoo down the hill.
He speaks into his head. Where's Cayenne?
Coming. Talk it in, not before.
He pats Otto's shoulder. All right, big guy. Come on, let's head back into town.
He gives a look like I'm not your child and continues to move. Like not like a nasty look or anything, just like more like comparing his size to yours, like more like a what kind of look. He moves on though.
Hmm.
Okay. So, kind your familiar is able to seemingly get out safely. Quite happy with its food consumption. No. and you guys gather up together and head back to the inn, I guess.
I'm gonna stick my head into the stone giant, see who's in there, and then go back to, or the sleeping giant, and then go back to the other one, which I can't remember the name of off the top of my head, which is the Stonehill Inn. Now that I'm looking at it,
Yeah, there's a list there. So
that's
if you if you poke your head into the sleeping giant, you'll notice that dwarven guard from that like ushered you away from the workshop, and his friend, who I believe someone backed into earlier in the
Thorin.
day.
Thorin, when he realized Gunther was in the inn and tried to run.
Seems they decided to go to the other tavern. May or may not have been due to the circumstances.
Does Thorin recognize anybody else in the inn?
Nope.
Okay.
So many clicks.
I tried to follow the path directly, that's why. Is anybody else coming, or
I keep
Y'all
forgetting
just gonna skip on the
I
hill?
keep forgetting my icons on the thing. Ah, I was zoomed out.
how closely can you follow the road while zoomed out?
You don't need to follow the road. You can
Yeah,
just
it's
drag
called
yourself to your
Hey.
destination.
I'm here.
I know.
Shoot.
Thorin
Zoho
waits.
just outpaces Thorin.
So, you return to the inn.
I'm gonna wait for Cayenne to catch up with Nums before we go in.
They're coming. They're here. They're fine. They just let them eat faster. So,
Thorin just looks at the group. Give me 1 minute before you come in. I need to deal with something in there.
Give me a minute and a long freaking drink.
Probably. Thorin just looks at Otto. I swear, if I see so much as a mouse or a cricket in there, I am never trusting you again.
Otto is starting to get really annoyed with all the accusations that are unfounded.
don't worry. It's
He's-
not you, Otto.
He's
It's
getting
the
this.
paranoia
Yeah,
setting
no.
in.
He's visibly annoyed now, and
Thorin.
he is honestly like looks like he's this close to just pissing off somewhere else.
Thorin looks at Otto. I'm already gonna be yelled at. I really don't want to be embarrassed with you snickering in the corner. Please. I apologize for that remark, but please don't make my embarrassment any worse by coming in. That's all I ask. Besides, you might just hear it from out here anyways.
Thorin, to be quite honest, it's almost like you're embarrassed of us getting to know more of you.
Thorin just looks back at Zoho with absolute trepidation and fear in his eyes. You have no idea how much that dwarf terrifies me. I really don't want you to see me like that.
Oh no, I think we both got a pretty good idea from the first time. We could hear the yelling from outside.
Thorin shrinks in on himself. Please, please just wait outside for a minute.
He looks at Otto. He did say please.
Next time, lead with that.
Yes, quite.
Thorin gives a quick half bow. Thank you, and disappears through the door.
He looks to Otto exasperated. Honestly, He should have just said that to begin with, right?
Yes.
I'm not the only crazy one.
Personally, I am getting sick of all of you with your accusations. I only laughed because it was adorable how he was reacting. I'm not going to laugh at his misfortune.
No, because then you would be a jerk. I do not see you as a jerk.
Thorin is gonna call out for Gunther.
So as you enter the inn, and it is as you entered the first time, with nobody in sight.
Thorin decides, oh, I gotta get this over with. And instead of muttering Gunther's name, he calls out, Gunther! I need to talk to you for a minute. Not in an angry voice, more like a...
Not
I
in
need
an angry
advice.
voice. Just need to. Just.
Doctor,
need to
I'm not angry! Just come here!
Yeah, more like a... I need advice kind of voice. This-
Gunther comes strolling out of the door from the other side and of the bar area. Who do you think
Thorin-
you're bossing around in my inn?
Thorin shakes his head. No one. I need some advice. I went to the manor and spoke to the lady of the manor, and she won't
Did you
let me.
fix it?
No, because she won't let me speak to my father unless I work for her, and I don't know how people feel about the lady. But I've offered my services, and that's the only way I'm going to get to see him.
So you're gonna fix it?
Yes.
And you gotta work for it. Sounds like life to me.
Yes, sir. Well, I already paid for my room for the night, but my companions also need to pay for theirs and deal with their business. How much for a meal? Good sir.
At least you seem to have learned some manners growing up.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Huh?
Cayenne's alive.
Are we sure about that?
How much?
An exorbitant fee for you.
It's over.
2 silver. So basically the average. Okay. Oh, why did I close that? Really mouse. Thorin reaches into his pouch, hands over the 2 silver, and simply goes, and how much for a mug of your ale?
Which ale?
The town's best.
And which ale would that be?
Your ale, Gunther, sir. You brew the best in town.
That's right.
Damn straight, boy!
How
Copper.
much? Holy shit. Okay.
What do you mean, holy
Oh.
shit? That's less than the food.
Actually, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
he gave you a
Oh,
deal because of the compliment.
It's like you acted like it's like yeah, the food's like $1.
No,
the
yeah.
drink's $20.
No. Thorin hands over. Oh my gosh. Mouse!
Stop blaming Mouse for this. Goodness.
No, I'm trying. My mouse is not working.
The joke will never end.
Oh look, I am stuck with words.
Thorin holds hands over the hands over the 7 copper pieces. Without
Thistle will
complaining.
bring them right out to you.
Thank you, sir. Thorin sticks his head out the door. Come on in.
Sounds like you worked things out. He heads into the inn.
Everyone goes into the inn, yeah?
Yeah.
Thorin's gonna stop Otto for a sec
Oh, for
apologize.
fuck's... Okay.
and apologize for his rash and rather stupid actions.
Cayenne still.
He's a little afraid and nervous because of everything that's happened in the past. Trying his best not to make a fool of himself and still doing so. And then goes on to say, I am going to need all your help to make this work. And I do appreciate the fact that you're all helping me. Especially you, Otto.
He gives you a freaking side eye.
Thorin is doing his
A
best.
bombastic side eye. And he replies, next time you want help, or next time you want my help specifically, maybe think a second or two before making any statements that assumes anything. Whenever I was laughing, as you say, I wasn't laughing at you, I was laughing for you. All of the situations you were put in just seemed like a child's situation where they didn't know how to respond to a social interaction. Do you really think I would do that in a place where it is not appropriate or not accepted?
Thorin holds up a finger, is like, no. I just didn't want you I didn't want any of you to get in trouble with the lady in the manor.
Honestly, Thorin, you need to have more faith in us. I mean, sure, we don't come from the same background as you do, but we at least know when to not do anything stupid. Looks at Otto, right?
Thorin just looks at the pair of them. Cayenne is in deep trouble because of going with me.
What do you mean?
The lady knows people.
Cayenne literally looks at you with a not now.
Thorin stops. We'll
And
explain later.
His eyes narrow at Thorin, then at Cayenne.
Otto's in no rush to find out. He's just like, he's had a day and he's just happy to it be finally over and for us to move on. So he just walks past.
Let me make one thing positively, absolutely clear. I make an exception with Rill because she is an exception. But going forward, I would appreciate it if I wasn't kept in the dark. If you want my assistance, I need context. So that way I can plan accordingly so that we're not kept on the back foot. Do you understand?
Cayenne will immediately connect to Zoho. She knows people from where I'm from. I don't want that said out loud right now.
He mentally replies back, thank you.
And then she does the same with Otto.
He, like, mentally brushes you aside and just goes to the inn and takes a room and go.
It's been a long
Otto's
day.
going to bed.
Yes, pretty much.
No food, no booze, okay.
I must...
Oh, he's grabbing food, but he's going to bed with it.
It's been a long day. why don't we all just eat something, get some rest, and we'll consider our options in the morning. How's that sound?
Thorin just nods. He goes and sits down at one of the tables, waiting for Thistle to come out.
You turn around and go sit at one of the tables, and Thistle's just standing awkwardly behind you. I didn't want to interrupt.
If I didn't know any
But I
better, I
have you,
think she
friend.
was a ninja.
Thorin takes the mug and the food from Thistle and says, thank you, Thistle. I think my companions would also like food and drink. You know what? You're both going to try the Gunther's Ale. It's the best around. And I wouldn't put anything else above it, except maybe Gunthorpe's drink. But
You hear a shout from out the back saying, "I'll take the compliment, but no one likes a suck up."
Thor just responds with, "I tell nothing but the truth. I haven't had anything better."
Bollocks, you lying little shit.
I'm sorry, but no human knows how to brew an ale like a dwarf, and no, even most dwarfs don't brew an ale like you. You're a master, good sir.
What did I say about sucking up? Concentrate on fixing your shit.
Yes, sir. Thorin goes and sits down with the mug of ale and his food.
So, what would everyone else like?
The house special.
Okay. So food is 1 silver, 5 copper, and if you're having the ale, that's 5 copper pieces.
You told me it was 8 copper and 1 silver for the.
No,
Yeah, 'cause you're in the
Gunther
shit
told
house.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're in the shit house.
Gunther told you.
You really gotta read context here. He upped the price because of you.
So 2 silver total.
Yeah, it comes out to 2 silver total.
Okay,
What about the room?
good point. I'll pay that all together in one shot right now.
That'll be another 8 silver each.
So,
That's-
so a gold.
So a gold total, right?
Yeah. Because
What?
that's 10
What?
silver. You said
8?
two for the food, 8 for the room. That's a gold.
Like food and
Oh, I
drink.
said 1 silver, 5 copper for the food.
And then
right,
the
and then
drink,
5 copper.
5
then
copper for...
which is 2 silver. Then 8 silver for the room, which comes out to 1
yeah,
gold.
Okay, no, I'm failing on the math.
Yeah,
Sorry. I
cool.
was like, how did we get to...
Alright, I hand them a
I
gold.
didn't realize I made it a straight total, like...
Yeah.
It came to a straight...
It was complete accident. You managed to make it 1 gold exactly. It's fine. Gonna hand him a gold, grab my stuff, and go to my
except for
room.
foreign.
Yeah.
As he hands over the gold piece, Zoho looks to Thistle. If I may be so bold as to offer a service, I can paint.
She
a
looks
portrait of
absolutely
yours.
shocked when you suggest a service.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
thinking too.
no, it's nothing of that sort. I just wanted to ask if I could paint a portrait of you.
That's the way you phrase.
Is Otto doubled over laughing?
No, he's done. He's gone already. I'm just laughing because you just said a
that's-
service and I would like to paint you. Oh, my brain is thinking I want to paint you like one of my French girls.
No. That.
Meanwhile, Cayenne is trying to pawn off the crocodile head.
blushing like crazy, and she's
got
trying.
she got the wrong idea.
Zoho blinks. Are you alright? Your face is red.
I'm fine. I just need to.
I'm gonna need a second.
Let Let me quickly. And she kind of like before she doesn't really finish her sentence, she kind of like hurries out back again.
Pew! Immediately looks at Thorn. Was it something I said?
You kind of just look
Thorin
at-
is just
at
gonna is looking into his mug as he drinks. He's got a big grin, but he's not gonna answer.
Looks at Cayenne.
You need to specify that you are a painter. Or an artiste. She took the first half of what you said the wrong way. You caught that. I think she was still stuck on that.
He face palms. Oh, dang it! Always forget that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear! Shoot! Always happens. Always have the misunderstandings. Oh.
Is meanwhile actually asking Gunther if he wants an alligator or croc skull for bar decoration or outside decoration.
The giant croc skull is in the corner.
Yes.
Gunther isn't seeing. Gunther's out back somewhere. The only person you seem to see on the like come from out back again is Thistle. Firstly with the food, and then shortly after with two brightly burning torches that she goes out the front with. And then about a minute later, she comes back in, and then heads over and starts fueling the fire in the corner.
Shoot, how do I clear up this misunderstanding? Oh.
I just imagine him squirming right now, like.
Cayenne would just pat him on the back, just give her time to cool down and think.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Cayenne is actually waiting to see if Gun.
I am.
Yes.
That's a very hot fire she's making.
Like,
Oh,
is
no.
she? Excuse me, Miss Thistle? Like, trying to get her
Yes?
attention. Mayhap you are have put enough wood on the fire?
She looks back at the fire and is like,
Cayenne is just banned.
maybe a bit more.
I'm inciting that.
Also inciting that. Dang it! Why'd I roll bad? Why am I rolling bad?
Thorin is just
It seems important that she must have the fire must be well fueled and burning brightly.
Thorin is gonna insight into this because now he's kind of looking like.
Now he's curious.
Well, it's happening again.
What?
Please don't fucking
Wait.
explode.
No, it's not that. Why didn't that connect?
Oh, the dice rolls. They're
Oh,
being.
Yeah,
Penny,
Do I-
panicky.
do I need to?
Do you need to slap it upside the head somehow?
I'm gonna close the tab, reopen the tab. Wait for the thing to connect. Connect. Okay, there's that. Insight. Well, I won't lie, because honestly, when I first rolled, it was an 18.
No, it's as I said. It's like she feels the fire needs to be well fueled and nice and bright.
And leans over to Thor in. Who was she related to in town?
The general store owner. One
You
of
all-
his daughters.
Cool, great. Do you all have an abrasion into being cold or something?
Thorin leans over to Cayenne and whispers in Cayenne's ear. She has an interest in me. I think she's trying to be able to make it bright enough to see me at all times.
Well, I really hope that's the curse. Cayenne,
As you're like
Cayenne
whispering
looks,
to one another, you like
Cayenne looks at him like, I'm already starting to not trust this place as far as I can throw people, and I can throw them really fucking far.
Are we
As you
talking
come
the
out.
town or are we talking the inn?
Otto, you were going up to like having food and
I was
Taking
already
it
on
all.
my way out, yeah.
yeah. So I as you like collect your food up and go to head to the room, it's like Thistle like tries to get your attention.
Yes?
It's best to make sure that the windows are completely closed.
I'm gonna insight that one.
Yeah, if I'm hearing that, I'm saying that as well.
Yes, insight.
Thorin has an
You
a
guys are
feeling-
terrible. Okay.
I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear shit. I'm
You guys are like, I'm sure there's some. Nah, it must be the wind.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm
on the
sorry.
Use you.
I'm being a little slow on this, but I'm going for it now.
Nope. Must have been a wind.
Apparently, Otto's the only one with an outside perspective and is noticing this shit.
Well, no.
Otto,
No,
she's very serious about keeping the windows fully closed.
Can you give me a little bit more information? That way I know the reason why I'm keeping that closed?
It's just best to be safe.
From what?
The monsters.
Can you give me a little bit more information? What monsters? I happen to be an adventurer and I deal with monsters.
The ones that come out at night.
From where?
They don't like the fire. We don't know.
So that's where all the people went.
So Otto's going to take a look at his room, see where his bed is located, where the window is located. See if there's a chair. Because now he's sitting at the window while it's closed to keep an eye out.
Cayenne.
Not
Cayenne
because
is
he's
now-
nervous, but he actually wants to keep a watch.
So you're going to go and sit in front of the window and eat your like the food off your
Oh, yeah.
off the plate in your lap.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Was she saying that loud enough for everyone to hear, or for?
She isn't
just-
a very loud person to begin
So
with.
just odd. So just Otto.
So,
No, I mean, from
yeah,
all our insights, I think that sounds about right.
it's not. It's not like she's trying to hide it. It's more a case of she's just really quiet when she's speaking.
Because here's what the player brain is here.
I know what the player brain is currently thinking.
Thorin's thinking a different thing altogether, but as he doesn't know what's being said.
Honestly,
Sorry,
Otto thinks it's more of these stupid Zombo attacks, and he's wondering why the f it's so far out from the shore.
Right now, the player for Cayenne is like, they don't like fire.
Mm,
Kai specifically pointed that out to me.
mm-hmm.
I think I'm about, because if I'm right, Thorin, I'm sorry, I'm exploding a house.
Oh no!
If I am right, I'm exploding a house. What are you? The wizard who's obsessed with fireball? So, anyway, continuing with... so Otto is currently keeping watch outside out his window while enjoying his food. The rest of you are still down in the... down in the... well, at a table. Probably not the one next to the fireplace at this point.
Oh, clearly not.
Thistle kind of like just sits herself down on a chair at the next table over. With some food for herself.
Thorin's going to eat his food, drink his ale. I miss that taste.
Zoho, meanwhile, is just sketching.
Or being sketchy. Ah! Ha, ha, ha. I mean, what?
All right. Cayenne,
Yes.
would you mind describing the lady that you and Thorn met? I want to at least have a picture since I never really saw her face.
Just for clarity's sake, once Otto is finished, he is going to go down and gesture to one of the guys quietly. But only after.
So basically coming down to return your plate kind of deal.
Yeah, just to make it look
Okay.
like he's returning the plate. He doesn't want to cast suspicion.
Cayenne will describe as best she can whilst making a minor creation of what she looks like with prestidigitation. I could fucking click it.
It's all an illusion.
An illusionary image. I see. Yes, yes. He's just looking between the paper and the illusory image of the lady. She seems very... what's the word? Composed? Yes, composed.
God, because I wanted to do this, but I just didn't have the chance to type it between eat Could I insight why she could be pausing when she was responding?
Yeah.
Okay. I got nothing.
You got nothing. Maybe it's just a thing.
Maybe it's
I mis-
Maybelline.
My brain, My brain-
Oh.
my brain swapped the 3 and the 19, so I thought it was gonna be a 22, and then I looked, and I'm like, what?
So, you guys like finish up your meal and talk or whatever about whatever you want before heading to sleep.
He's
When
so
you go up, Thistle will say again, it's like, make sure to keep the windows closed.
Really?
Right. But be sure to do so. Looks to the others with a look of, is she talking about?
I don't know. Thorin has an idea, but he's not sure.
Would Otto hear them say that? Like, not her say that, but what they said.
If you're there, I don't think dead.
No, I'm in the room, but yeah. I'm waiting up for them anyway.
Well, we each got our own room, so Thorin kind of peeks in on Otto and asks him, "Did she tell you to keep the windows closed?"
Yes. There are monsters here. He says that under his breath.
Thorin kind of looks at the windows like, I get the feeling this is becoming a repeat of the island all over again.
Indeed.
It's either Kaya nearby would be. It's either the Lind or she just makes a small note into her burn marks.
Something is going on here. That lady took too long to answer far too regularly. As if someone else was speaking for her and she was just a puppet.
Can
The
I
other problem
Arcana
was-
that, please?
You weren't there, so no.
No. Oh, wait.
Dang it.
Are they not? Is he not
That's what
speaking
he's
that in front of
talking
us?
about when they were at the
Yeah,
manor
he
and
was
you were
saying.
waiting at-
Yes, he's talking about that. He's saying pausing. Can I not infer something from that?
It could be many things.
Okay then. All right. Too vague. All right.
Like it wouldn't. It's like I pause a lot when I speak. Apparently,
Yeah, I just
So-
I have something in the back of my mind that's kind of bugging me about that, but since it hasn't come up, I'm not gonna follow up.
Well, either way, Thorin just makes the point, and it's just like there was someone in the castle when we knocked, or in the manor, but they never showed themselves. All I saw was the lady, and we were talking with her long enough. I'm sure someone had been watching us. I can't imagine there wouldn't have been some kind of attendant or guard or
There was
something watching.
there was a cons into watch as well on the inside. I don't know if Noms was spotted, but they kept going in and out of places is constantly. So
Is that why you didn't wish to speak of this until we were away from the manor?
Yes. There's something going on there, and I don't think that the lady is in control anymore. Especially as she said we, but I only saw her. And the implication is that there is a group involved. As well as that, what she said. My father had agreed to complete his invention, but he had already completed it when the fire happened. As well as
So,
other remarks she made about me running away and being disagreeable to the work.
hmm, something is strange is definitely going on. There are way too many.
Inconsistencies?
Yes. There are too many different versions to this story that we find ourselves in. Which is the real truth? Which is the true story? And who is lying to us? That's what we need to find out.
Well, let's see. We have the vampires in their entire family. There's the royal family, though something's going on there. There's
What?
whoever.
We,
Well, I mean,
we,
there's a
This is
war.
news to the DM. Like what? The royal family?
the player.
Carnell,
the,
the whole war thing. Obviously, something's going on there.
the characters know about the
Okay,
capital with
no,
the
it's
royal
just the way you
decree
said it. I
for
was like,
weapons.
when did we meet the royal family or go to the capital or anything? It's like I don't remember any of this.
No, but Thorin's inferring like something's
no.
going on with them, and you know, after meeting the vampires and hearing they have influence, well, the royal family is somehow involved with them, because there's no way they wouldn't be. Moving on. Thorin's going to continue making points. Danny and her employer, whoever that may be, the Council of Druids, the Stormlords, and obviously there's something.
Who are primarily in all our possessions.
Yes, and they're hiding something to do with what's going on.
No, they're hiding something to what happened with where all the dragons went, and they won't tell us.
Yes, well, I'm afraid I get the feeling that all of this is connected and that everybody is there and that they know more than they're letting on. Quite frankly, considering the danger of the situation, I feel perhaps Zoho, you might have the best luck talking to, shit, I forget her name. Sabakaze.
Oh.
To maybe get some answers from her. Thordrak is,
We've done this routine.
Thordrak is
This
unhelpful.
routine's been tried a couple of times, and
So far,
minimum leeway has been made.
so far I have gotten the most I have the most pull because I can get Farah to slip up on something.
I have to admit, Cayenne may have a better chance than I do. Even if I can make a connection with Sabakaze rather easily because of my mental prowess, that doesn't necessarily mean she's amicable to giving away information that I'm not privy to. I have to prove myself. Half of it first, apparently. She's quite strict. It's kind of like, she kind of reminds me of the Grand Master back at my temple. Always telling me, hey, I'm not ready for this, I'm not ready for that, you shouldn't know that yet.
I mean, it's a
It
sign
also
of a good teacher, but at the same time, in this case, we are literally walking around with the fate of the world in our hands, and we're being jerked around by a bunch of former heroes turned weapons who aren't helping very much. And now
You
we
have
may be
high
alone.
hopes for yourself, don't you?
Well, we have shit going
Thorin.
on, and for some odd reason, we have them. So,
Yeah. Thorin is just
Everyone,
going based off what's
listen.
happened.
There is one thing Sabakase did mention to me recently that stuck with me. She said it was about time I was wielding her seriously. The way we all are going about this is that we were given these, well, I must say, artifacts. Yet we are taking them for granted. If we're to deepen the bond with them and unlock more of their abilities, we must take this seriously. At least that is what I am getting from Sabakaze's words.
You try taking Thordrak seriously. Women
Thorin,
are on his mind all the time.
Then maybe take some of his, I hate to say this, lessons to heart. Try it on Lady Thistle. From what I've seen, she has she seems to have feelings for you.
I really don't want to get killed by Gunther. It is Onin.
guys, keep
Thorin,
your
at
mouth
some
shut about
point
something.
you're going to have to learn to take risks. Not to I mean, for goodness sakes, and I hate to bring up something that Otto brought up earlier. You did eat a black ink mushroom without thinking. Maybe
also
that is
blew
the
us up
lesson.
twice without thinking.
Maybe that is what you should take from Thordrak. Just don't think. Do. If you overthink, then it's going to end up blowing up in your face. Just go over there, talk to her, see where it goes, and don't think. At least that's what I am getting.
There's
I
also
might not
there-
have to
there-
go to her tonight.
there's also the chance
Okay.
that Thordrak is just horny on me.
Thorin just laughs at that. All right, enough. You made your points. We need to come up with a plan for tomorrow. I don't have a choice but to do this.
You're definitely going. You're definitely going in with noms.
Agreed.
I don't have much choice. I don't know if I'd be able to get away with Nums and Otto. I'll look at Otto when I say this.
Don't know if you don't try.
How small can you be?
Actually, that's a good question. Is Squirrel still my smallest?
I think Squirrel was your smallest.
Didn't he pick up Spider at some point?
No, I tried to get
That
a
was a-
spider. Giant
He was
spider.
a big spider.
Yeah, that is not a small spider. That is a spider the size of your house spider, and I didn't get it. I think I tried and I failed. I have yet to go back to that cave to try again.
Thorin just looks at Otto.
Let me double check here.
Nums
Raven.
I can...
Let me see.
Nums I can get away with in the flask, as
Fox, Clipper, Squirrel.
you know, dwarves like their drink, but
Yeah, squirrel.
we're gonna have to come up with a valid excuse for me to have a squirrel with me.
I have a cat transformation, but it's not listed.
Kai,
Still wouldn't be smaller than a squirrel.
No, but he could play it off as a pet.
Cayenne looks around. Are there any live are there any visible insects like moths or anything anywhere in the
Oh, inside the town?
like inside the
Not
tavern
having in.
or like just directly outside?
If inside the tavern, nothing. Nothing obvious inside the tavern.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
saying tell me when it's an end.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Thorin looks at Otto. Perhaps a mouse might be better, though.
I'd have
I
to
don't
learn it.
suppose- you would have to lure one out of the open in this inn, and I'm sure there are several, but.
Oh, sure, but I need to study it for a couple of hours.
I
I
don't think
guess
any.
a squirrel will have to do for now.
Literally, he
I'll
just
make
has
it
to,
work.
Literally, you just have to have him cling into your back under your coat.
Or I could have him on my shoulder and just say I left him at the inn out of respect because I didn't want him to be a distraction.
I think it would sell more if you had the cat. A squirrel seems like an unusual pet, especially to keep at an inn. A cat, nobody would bat an eye, and Otto would kind of explain it that way.
Are you okay with that then?
I mean, he'd rather be beside you to keep you safe. So yeah.
I guess we'll have to do that then. And hope she doesn't take issue with it. You do realize you're also going to have to go with me, Cayenne. She's going to expect you to come with me again.
Kai, did she make like that assertion in any way when we were like about to leave?
No. It's
Okay.
up to you.
I can either I can go or not. Not, but she didn't really make that assertion. And the only issue is if it's what we dealt with on the island, then that makes sense. If there's something else going on, then at best I can be close with Zoho, because we don't know what's going on.
You could come along to see me off. And under that guise, Zoho could go with you, and you could simply say you hired him as a guard as you
As a mercenary?
continue to
Yeah.
travel on your own. You might even get her to sit down and have tea with you. It would make it easier to distract her when the time comes. Or perhaps find whoever is maybe manipulating her.
At best, I can only do that on my own.
Having Zoho there with you in that case would mean you have some form of protection while you do it.
Right, but the other issue is I would have to get him inside via wind. Oh, I would still be going in first.
She might let him
Climbing will
go
be
in
no
if we can be legitimate enough.
Climbing up to another floor shouldn't be a problem for me. If I go in as your bodyguard, I would be better if I remain silent. The silent type seems to work and especially regarding tales of a bodyguard.
You'd have to be silent and stoic. Any reaction would give you away. Especially as a professional would be... Well... wouldn't talk very much or show any expression even when insulted.
Excuse the pun, but definitely silent but deadly.
Yeah.
Silent but deadly. Interesting.
I would also suggest keeping Sabakaze sheathed and using needle. Wait. What's the name of the bone sword? We never gave it a name.
No, we named it Needle. I'm pretty sure we named it Needle.
Yes. Needle. In actuality, he named it a Casio, but there was an
Oh.
issue with that.
Oh, sorry. Could have
But
sworn.
it's fine.
Sworn you
It's
named it.
renamed to Needle. I can rename it to Needle.
No, if you want it that way, we should clarify that. It's fine.
No. Needle's more fitting.
Okay.
Despacito, really. Alright, well, if that's the plan, and if there are monsters there, I suggest, I'm gonna say this because Zyka's not here. I suggest you share a room with Rill for now, Diane.
Yeah, that's if we're going with the notion that she's still with us, because Kai is still under the notion of not here.
Hmm.
I can't think of anything better to make it work.
Huh.
You're at the inn. You have your rooms. You have some weird plan. Are you going
Yeah.
to sleep? Or are you going to go on a, like, night hunt for something?
Nope. Thorin then beckons. I'm going to bed, and I suggest you do the same. Though, if you want to take the first watch, Otto, we can take turns, and I'll take the last watch.
Otto's already far ahead of you. He's already been doing watch.
Well, Thorin looks at Cayenne and Zoho. Second and third watch, then?
Very well.
Who's taking which one?
I'll take third.
So you'll take second watch, Cayenne?
Let's here. Where is it?
So everyone's gone paranoid. It's lovely. I love it.
I'm sorry, saying there are monsters.
And what we've dealt with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not being paranoid. That's being careful.
So you're bunking up in twos. Effectively, you're bunking up in twos, and you're basically one's gonna stay up while the other sleeps still in the rooms. Is what I'm gathering.
More or less.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, who's actually sleeping? That's all.
Well, I mean, we're taking shifts. We're not all staying up all night.
I think the idea was each of us would have our room, but then someone's on watch, and then wake someone else up, and
Yeah.
then so on and so forth.
That's fine. I just need to know who's actually going to sleep tonight.
Cayenne is
Oh.
not.
Okay.
Thorin
The
is
one-
last watch, so he is going to sleep.
Zoho is third watch, though he is sleeping. Is that what you wanted to know?
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Okay.
And then I'll have everyone roll a perception. I don't care what all the people are sleeping in at this point.
Okay.
I gave
Oh,
I
great.
gave-
Well,
I gave the two that don't have dark vision in dark vision in because it's not concentration
huh.
anymore.
Did you
If it
grab
was.
dried carrots?
I don't need that. I have.
Oh!
a different thing.
Oh!
I
Uh,
saw
Got a
nothing
nat one.
ever.
But you're not ones and eight!
Because my passive perception, or sorry, my perception skill is very freaking high.
One below my passive.
My passive perception, where is it? I have no idea. I think it's a 16.
Okay, so Thorin will see nothing. Otto will see nothing. Zoho will see nothing.
Wow.
Uh,
IDC.
again, if you're looking out the window during your watch, you'll see a figure pass by the inn.
Do I get a good look at them? Because dark vision should be just shades of
It
gray.
seems like a generic person. Like, as generic as you can get. Average height. Average build. Average, well, for the town that you're in. So basically an average dwarf.
Okay.
Brown hair. Can't make out the eyes. And they just kind of like slowly walk down the road. Pause outside the inn for a second and then just carry on.
Okay. Does it look like anyone I've seen walking through town?
No, absolute generic dwarf guy.
Okay.
Could be mistaken for any of the many generic dwarf guys that you've seen around town.
Great. I make a note of what.
The only like
What he looks like.
suspicious thing would be like the fact that they stopped in front of the inn and then they just carried on, like they changed their mind.
Okay.
And I will need a wisdom saving throw from Zoho.
Oh, here we go. I have advantage on these. Excuse me. Not 20. What?
They'll flub eventually.
No! Don't say!
He's-
Don't say!
He succeeded. It doesn't happen. We will get to the morning.
Aw, guys, I'm so put out.
Yeah, blame him. He wants
I
to have
had
some
one
fun.
prepared as well. Fuck you.
Oh!
It was very low. You're at a point where it's very unlikely you will pass, and you fuck you.
What, did he pass by one?
I got that
he rolled a nat 20.
It's been almost an entire month since he last did one of these one of
Wow.
these rolls and failed.
So, I'm going off on a limb. It's probably like 19 now, and it's probably gone to 21.
So
I think it's at the point where not even a nat 20 is gonna save me.
Actually, that's the thing. Nat 20s are kind of
to do the actual math on the specific days, but maybe. So, morning comes around. If you enter the main area of the inn, the fire is still burning quite brightly and still rather full. You get the feeling that someone might have come and topped up during the night.
Okay.
And if you would like to have food and stuff before you set out for your day's plan,
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
it will be served to you by your amazing hostess, Thistle.
How much? I'm not stupid.
We didn't say you were?
I didn't say.
It'll be 3 copper pieces for the morning porridge. If you would like some.
Thorin hands it over.
So
Go ahead,
also hands it
Jacob.
over. He has a few copper pieces.
Meanwhile, Cayenne has 1 gold worth of copper pieces.
Sorry, how much was that again? Missed it for a second.
3 copper.
Thank you.
And you have your effective breakfast. You've had your long rest. So click buttons and whatnot that you need to.
Okay.
Set. At this point, I think everyone should just be max HP and max everything, because being...
Yeah.
And the inspiration is also gone at this point that we got.
No, the inspiration doesn't expire.
Yeah, inspiration doesn't expire. It's not like
actually,
bardic inspiration.
Actually, no. Mine does expire
Oh, no, you're talking...
at the end.
yeah.
At the end of a day. Let me.
It's been a day.
Gotta get used to the fact
Hang on.
that...
As you finish this short or long rest, you can play a song on a musical instrument with which you have proficiency and give heroic inspiration to allies who hear the song. Allies equal to this way.
You're
Maybe it
doing the
doesn't.
thing... No, I don't think it has a thing. Don't worry about it. If it does have a thing, well, Cayenne probably refreshes it now anyway, if it's a day thing anyway.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna just quickly look at that. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
And then we'll leave it here and deal with the meeting next time.
Alrighty, folks, that's us for tonight. We'll see you guys again next 2 weeks for the continuation of that. But in the meantime, we'll see you guys tomorrow for some Stardew Valley. And if you want to check the rest of our schedule, check our offline page. And if you want to join our lovely community, please join us here on Discord. If you want to watch live on Twitch, our address is twitch.tv/Turbonator. We'll see you guys then.